Everyone, welcome back to my channel RJ Trades. If you have not, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have, thank you for that. So today topic is futures, right? A lot of people have question about what is futures and how it impact the stock market, and what does really future mean. So I'm gonna kind of talk about those things. I don't trade futures, so there's probably a lot of other things beyond what I'm saying, but I'll just try to kind of clarify what best I can do. And if you don't trade future, that should be more than enough for you. So okay, so let's get it started, right? So what is futures? So future is a market, right? So basically think about it, right? You have a Starbucks, right? If you go to Starbucks and you pay for a coffee, the price is always like $5 or $6. Same thing with the, maybe you buy a bread or a banana or something, right? Like potato, like you can do future in pretty much anything, right? If you look at that, there's futures in U.S. corn, soybeans, cotton, coca, um, cattle, orange juice, things like that, right? They do have expirations like a month, like this is gold is expiring December 20. You can check all this in investing.com. So what is future? Future is basically a safety net for buyer and seller. Think about it, right? Let's say you are a farmer who grows some crop, like let's say corn, right? So uh, so basically you don't know. The thing is, like, the price is a function of supply and demand. If there's too much supply, the price will go down. If there's very less supply, prices go up, right? But farmer want to make sure, I want to get the good deal. So that's why what happens is the same thing with the buyer too, right? Think about it. If a buyer, for let's say same with the coffee shop, right? If a buyer, right, they don't know what the price changes, it's going to be hard for them. They cannot change. Oh, you go today, Starbucks is $2 and next month it's $5, right? They want some kind of stability, right? So it's stability for both the party. So that's why they created a future. So future is basically a contract, right? So I'll be buying coffee at, let's say, $5, right, or whatever. It's probably like thousands of dollars because it's a big quantity, but you get the idea. So basically that's a contract, that's a future market. And unlike trading hours for stocks, like goes from I mean, again, pre-market go a little bit like from 4, but usual market is 9:30 to 4 or 4:15 for SPY. The futures is pretty much 24 hours. I think it's started for 6 and end at 5 tomorrow. So it's yeah, 6 to 5. I may be off by 1 hour, but pretty much it's 24/7. Except you cannot trade on Saturday, Sunday they start again. So futures you can trade 24/7. So a lot of people do futures. So you can get futures in pretty much everything. So right now I think the lumber futures was kind of going so much because of there was shortage of lumber, right? So those are kind of things. So that's all the future market. And the other thing is future market, you can also do futures in the stock indices like SPY. And this is investing.com. You can go check it out and kind of see what's the price of everything and get familiar with it. But you can also do the futures with the, see, US stock market codes, right? So you have uh, E-mini SPY 500, that's just like a SPY, right? 3490, the futures version of it. You have a NASDAQ, you have a Dow Jones, right? You have a Russell 200, IWM, right? So these are the futures, right? And the thing is, like, how it impacts your trading. You're probably not trading futures, you just want to know why futures matter, right? Think about it. So stock market closed, right now we are in a global economy, so a lot of things affect, right? Maybe there's something, there's always a war or something, trade tensions with the China. So there maybe China kind of say something bad about the US or things like that, right? Maybe there's a war happen after hours. So you have a market, you have a worldwide market, but when US is running, the Asia is sleeping, right? But in the futures, like, Asia is awake, right? So that determines, right now we are a global economy, we are kind of interconnected. Even if you want, we cannot kind of leave them apart. So everything is a part of the whole global chain and supply, right? For example, if there's a trade tensions and there's something like, hey, let's say China said like, hey, we not gonna let we're gonna ban Apple, right? Apple stock gonna dive, right? Even if Apple is not trading, that will impact because it's a major in the SPY, and tomorrow you can reflect it, right? Oh shit, they banned it, right? Because Apple revenue is like 20% or whatever in China. Same things, like a lot of the stock, a lot of the stocks which are not, like for Facebook, right? Facebook is not banned in China, so probably doesn't matter impact. But again, when you have an overall sentiment of the market kind of down, then it's hard to get up, right? Today you probably saw in Square they had a nice upgrade, but whole market was kind of iffy because of the Paul talk and everything, right? So futures kind of gives a direction, right? It's not exactly one by one, but if you have a major announcement or something, right, and news can come out, right? You can have a really bad news within the US too, in the afternoon, right? Then that will kind of be bad. Let's say you have Boeing, right? Like maybe they have some technical problem with, and other thing is like all the market news, if you look it out, like let's say Boeing has some release, they release after hours, that impact future, right? Think about, like, let's say I mean, again, that's not but for example, Boeing was one of the major component of Dow, right? So let's say there's something like, hey, Boeing, the approval is whatever the approval per max 720 or whatever is, right? The whatever max it is, if it's delayed or something, right, it's going to impact the Dow. It's going to bring down the Dow down because it's a big component of the Dow, right? Something happened with the Apples, it's gonna bring down the SPY 500, Nasdaq, right? So future, it gives you the directions, but again, like these days, like futures kind of up 200s and down 200s and probably not mattering, but future is just a get the basic sense of the market, right? Oh, future is kind of flat, so maybe a good day. But sometimes you have a future really high, so oh, okay, tomorrow gonna be a good day. And sometimes you have a really bad news and future is like diving deep, and kind of you get the sense of the market, right? So it kind of gives you the directions. Again, it's not one to one, but it gives you a sense like how the market going to be reacting tomorrow. So future is kind of giving you the insight into how it's going to happen. So that's all, I think that's all you need to know about the futures. If you have any question or comment, the comment below. I'll try to make more video about it, but that's it for today. You can watch all the future in investing.com, or even I found like CNN had some future section, so they have so. But you can find a lot of website, but investing is pretty good, and you can download the app. It's pretty cool app. But that's about it. Thank you. Yeah. If you have any question, comment, just comment below. Otherwise, see ya.